morning, good morning, good morning. Long time no see. Um, Basically, y'all, me and God, we've been locked in grinding. You know, in my previous videos, I will always say, you know, if you want to make that life, you know, that you want, that you're aspiring, like, you know, you got to partner with God and, you know, get to work. So that's exactly what I've been doing for these past couple months. And sometimes, you know, that level of dedication takes full blown, you know, effort and focus. So just a little praise break, because last time I really got up here, you know, I was living in my parents' crib. Yes, I was making videos, but at the same time on the inside, you know, like when you really going through something, like you just gotta, you know, don't despise the small things, or don't despise the small beginnings. So God did bless me with a crib, y'all. And I want to say that's a huge accomplishment for me, because to go from, you know, college and then get a job within like the next couple months, that's a blessing. That's really, I feel like, underlooked, because you know not many people can find a job after school. So you know, God had the opportunity to do that for me. You know, they say, you know, if you're gonna boast about anything, boast about the Lord. So yeah, I'm really grateful. I was apartment searching for like 3 months. I couldn't really find what I wanted until one of my homegirls hit me up and was like, you should apply to this place right here. It's built for, you know, single parent house homes. So I'm like, blah blah blah, okay. I go on the website, look at it, and I'm like, whoo, this looked too good to be, you know, in my price range. So I ended up applying anyway, and I ended up getting an email and was like, hey, you've been, you know, approved, blah blah blah, come look at it. And y'all, I'm in love. Like it got what I need. Like it's enough space for me, and it's enough space for Kennard. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kayla Spencer. I am the owner of She Bold and Bold Foundations. And my belief is that when you partner with God, He'll take you from rock bottom on up. Now, what does that look like to you? I don't know. But it's not straight, and it's not you know, picture perfect. But I do believe when you hang in there and be consistent, you know, God will show up for you. So the 4 principles I like to stand on is boldness, obedience, loyalty, and determination. And I feel like when you apply those to your life, you know, they have a positive impact on you. So I've been doing a little project. I've been asking people to define for me what boldness means to them and how it has impacted their life. And I got some pretty good responses, and I just wanted to share that a little bit, because I do believe everyone has a story, and they just need to be heard out. So that's something that I do take, you know, a little bit of satisfaction in, just listening to people, because, you know, I believe people drop nuggets. You just got to open up your ears. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it how I enjoyed it. So yeah, take a listen.
Being bold is like being confident and like believing in yourself.
It's being brave and trying like, even if you like feel a little scared.
Okay.
Listen, like willing to take risks.
Okay.
Believing in yourself, trusting yourself, you will achieve your goals.
It's challenging yourself and doing things outside your comfort zone.
Boldness means being brave.
So boldness is basically making sure you are willing to take the risk and stepping out of your comfort zone to do what you really want to do, especially in the future.
Go ahead.
What was the word?
What does boldness mean?
Me doing stuff without second guessing.
Without second guessing? I like that. That was the best answer so far.
All right, guys. Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Having boldness is to be outgoing and do things you know you wouldn't do.
I like that.
Boldness is doing things others wouldn't do.
Go ahead.
Boldness means taking risks for me, and also doing other things that other people won't do. Even if it can be a bad risk, it can be a good risk, but nothing wrong with taking risks, because you have the opportunity, take the opportunity. Is that good?
Oh, hell. Boldness means willing to take a risk and act with confidence.
Boldness means standing up for yourself and not let anybody talk to you any type of way or anything like that. Yeah.
Boldness means not to be scared.
Be scared as you scared. I'm proud of you for speaking though. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Carolyn Bowman. I was asked, how do you define boldness, obedience, loyalty, and determination? How does it correlate to my day-to-day life, and give an example of each? I would say boldness is stepping out on faith and conquering something that you fear. I would say obedience is following guidance from someone or from God, even when you don't want to. It causes you to be disciplined in an area. Loyalty, I would describe as being committed to your assignment, whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's family, whatever you're assigned to, and being dependable and showing up. Determination, I would say, is continuing to push forward in a thing that you do fear, even when you don't see a clear picture of how it's going to get done. It causes you to build your character and success. They help you face fear, stay on track, honor commitment, and overcome obstacles. I would say an example for me of being bold, back in 2020, I stepped out on faith. I took a job because I wanted to be in attendance in church more where I serve. And I just wanted to do the will of God that I knew was over my life. So I stepped out on faith. I took a job where I lost $2 in my salary. Meaning, in the economy that we are in now, it kind of hurts you, right? But I took a leap of faith. I would say now, currently, the job that I left, I now make a 30% more salary than I was making. So I took a leap of faith and it worked, right? But I prayed about it and I did listen to God. I was obedient to his voice. I was obedient to what I knew God told me. Because where I am now, I serve in the church as my mother's assistant, who is also my pastor. So it gives me time. It gives me the ability to be there, right? And in that time of me being bold, I was being obedient to the Father. A lot of times we don't like to be obedient, whether it's our parents, whether it's, whoever it is that you listen to, whether it's a teacher. We don't always like to be obedient, but a lot of times it's because they know. And God knew all things. God knew where I was going to be now in my life. So then I had to be obedient then, because if not, I would have still been working a job where I was working holidays, I was working weekends, and I wouldn't be able to be available for the assignment that's over my life. That also correlates to loyalty. Loyalty is being committed to your assignment and being dependable and showing up, even when you do not want to. I'm still showing up because what I do for God, that's what's going to last. What I do for God, not for man. So the assignments over my life, what I do and what I serve, I'm not serving my pastor or because she's my mother. I am doing this unto God to hear at the end when I leave this earth, well done, my good and faithful servant. I wasn't a servant to her. I wasn't a servant to my grandmother who was the pastor before her. I'm a servant to God. It also correlates to when I say boldness and obedience. Even though I lost my salary, I still tithe. I still gave back to God what I owed him, what is due to him. That's how I was able to sustain, because God provided provision because I wasn't stingy with my money. Being bold in this, took a leap of faith. Yes, the money was cut back. And because I was obedient, I never lacked. I had to be disciplined over my money and a good steward over what God. So I couldn't splurge anymore because I was in a position to where I was making less, right? But I listened to the voice of the Father. So it was no lack in my life. It brings me to determination. Determination is continuing to move forward in your assignment. Continue to move forward even when you don't see a clear picture. Even when I was like, God, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to go back to the job I was at because I'm not making ends meet, right? Because that's how you can feel, like living paycheck to paycheck. That's not a good feeling, right? For anyone in this economy. But what I will say is I was determined that I knew what God told me. I knew what I would be doing. I knew I wanted to serve. So that caused me to be determined to where I am now. And I knew that God was going to make room for me to where I'm at a job to where, hey, we're making this position. Do you want it? I'm going to interview 3 other people, but it's yours. That's favor. Because I'm determined, because I was loyal and still loyal, because I'm obedient, and because I stepped out in boldness, God made room for me. And whoever's listening to this, God is going to make room for you. God is going to give you clear direction, because he does not give you something or tell you something and not make way or make room for it. Let someone know on this line, whoever's watching this, be bold, be obedient, be loyal to your assignment, and be determined, because God's going to see you through. Be blessed.
Okay, guys, we're going to be defining words that we use in our everyday lives.
Okay, so the words are boldness, obedience, loyalty, and determination. So I wrote mine down. So boldness to me is like doing something even when you're low-key scared or like feel awkward. It's like you're not caring about what other people think and you're just like going for it. So to me, it's like I'm actually pushing myself in a race or speaking up instead of staying quiet. So obedience, it's just like listening and doing what you're supposed to do, especially from people who know what they're talking about. So for example, like my coach, sometimes I don't feel like doing stuff, but I still do it because I know it's going to help me and benefit me later in the season and now. Okay, loyalty to me is just staying real and like being true to yourself and not switching up on your friends or your teammates. So like you're sticking beside them and you're having their back, like not when it's just convenient, like all the time. So determination is like you're not giving up even when it gets hard or you're tired. So what that looks like for me is like finishing a race when my legs just like are stuck in place and they feel dead, and I keep practicing even if I'm not to the best I can be yet. I'm still going because I want to get there. Overall, I feel like all these kind of connect to my everyday life because I'm always being pushed, whether it's sports or just dealing with stuff. And I think those words really define like how I respond to it.
Okay, the first word I'm going to be defining is boldness. And I feel like being bold is just not caring about what other people think and having confidence in yourself and what you're doing. And I feel like you can use that as an example by when you're on the track and you're scared who you're going against, but you need to have confidence in yourself that you can do it and that you're going to do good. The next word I'm going to be defining is obedience. And I feel like you need to, an example for that is just listening to your coach when she tells you to do something, even if you don't want to do it, because they know what's best for you and they just want to see you do good and when you're in your season. And the next word is loyalty. And I feel like being loyal is just supporting your teammates, even if they're not winning their event or not doing super great, just supporting them and telling them that they can keep going and they're doing good. The last word is determination. I feel like determination is keep pushing yourself when you don't want to do it, or if you're tired, or if you don't want to go to practice, you go anyways just because you want to get better and you want to see yourself do great. And I feel like we use those in our everyday lives, whether it's school or practice or anything that you have to do, because you have to be able to push yourself and have confidence in yourself to do great.
The definition for boldness will be like being brave and encouraging yourself. For obedience, it'll be like listening to your coach and doing what she's telling you because she only wants the best for you and wants to help you. Being loyalty is like being loyal to your coach and trusting what they're telling you and stuff. And for determination, it'll be like doing your races even though you're scared, but you want to PR and get better. Yeah. And I use these every day to push myself and to be good at what I do and get better.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lakeisha Moore, and I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia, but I now reside in Richmond, Virginia. So when I think about the values that guide my personal and professional life, 4 stand out to me: boldness, obedience, loyalty, and determination. These aren't just words, they're principles I apply daily as a captain in the military, a federal employee, a wife, a mother of 3 children, and a coach. So with boldness, for me, is the willingness to act with confidence, even in uncertain or high pressure situations. It means stepping up when decisions need to be made, not hesitating to take responsibility. And in my day-to-day life, boldness shows up when I lead soldiers through complex situations or when I advocate for my team at work. As the coach is pushing my athletes beyond what they think they're capable of. even when it's uncomfortable. With obedience, it's about discipline and respect for structure, standards, and authority. In the military, obedience ensures that mission is successful and everyone is safe. It's non-negotiable. So beyond that, it's also about personal accountability. And at home, it translates to like setting expectations and teaching my children the importance of responsibility and respect. So it's about doing what needs to be done even when no one is watching. Now when we come to loyalty, loyalty to me means like standing by the people and the commitments that you represent. And in my career, loyalty means supporting my soldiers and colleagues, building trust within my team. As a wife and mother, it means being present, being dependable, and committed to my family, no matter what challenges come our way. Now, determination, what does that mean to me? Determination is like that drive to keep going, no matter what the obstacle is. It's resilience, it's refusing to quit. Now, this is something that I rely on every single day, trying to balance all of these multiple hats and roles. It's not easy, but determination keeps me focused and moving forward. So whether it's preparing for a mission, meeting deadlines at work, or helping my athletes reach their goals, I won't stop until the job is done. So all four of these values, boldness, obedience, loyalty, and determination, are all interconnected in my everyday. And together they shape how I lead, how I serve, and how I show up for my family and for my team every day. Thank you.
Y'all did good, especially the young people. Come on now. They did so good, and I was so extremely proud of them, because, you know, I do believe at a young age, when you start to, you know, instill into yourself things like boldness and confidence, you know, your life kind of maps out for you differently as you grow older. So that's another blessing that I just want to, you know, talk about, because Lord, like, I really do believe that, you know, I have a gift for the young people, and, you know, whatever I can do to, you know, motivate, mentor, guide, I'm glad that, you know, God has granted me the wisdom to do that. But it's just amazing that I get to work in a sector where, you know, I get to see young people grow, and I get to, you know, be an influence on that. So yeah, I'm super proud of them. You know, some of them were my athletes and some of them were students, but again, you know, it's a blessing to be around and work around these kids. Hopefully you are enjoying that. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna come back with another video with some more powerful people explaining the other principle, which is obedience. But yeah, I'm about to go to work. I'm about getting already up for school. You all take care, and you have a beautiful and blessed week.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, chill, I messed up.
This means, guys.
This means not to be scared.
Be scared as you scared. I'm proud of you for speaking though. Thank you.
Trust in me. You said I can't trust in you.